Jay, strange game. Seemed to have it in our grasp for long periods, and suddenly it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know where to start really. I think we've done enough, I thought, to have maybe won the game, but going forward, scored 2 good goals, we've hit the crossbar twice, keepers made some great saves for them, but we've given away 2 sloppy goals really. If you look at both of them, they're sloppy goals, and that's why we've not won the game today.
Yeah, a 2-1, you're thinking we need to go ahead and get that 3rd goal and kill the game off.
Yeah, but we shouldn't have really. We should have gone at half time, comfortably in the lead. The goal we've conceded for the first one, long throw in our box, we haven't won the first one, and then the centre forward sort of stood on the 6-yard box unmarked. It's poor from us. We've got enough height in there to deal with that. And the second one, you're looking at it, it's a poor goal from our perspective. It's come from a throwing down the line, and I think Sonny's got a headache that he didn't feel he could. And then the cut back, and I have to see it again, but the marking centrally was poor, and Ricky's come in at the back post and just had a tap in. So they're poor goals for us, and at the end of the day, if you score 2 goals at home, I always think that should be enough to win a game of football. And that's no disrespect to Concord, but I sort of think that we should be good enough defensively to deal with what they offered. We played some good stuff at times, created some good opportunities, but we've not taken them. Another day you probably score 4 or 5.
Sure, and frustrating in the sense that obviously they were appeared to be short of players. Obviously the central defender went off just before half time, didn't he, injured? And you kind of think it's a big opportunity, isn't it?
There's a big opportunity. I said before the game, like realistically, we want to win games like this. It's always difficult. They come and you can see they're slowing the pace of it. They get people behind the ball, and I get why they're doing that. They're in a position where they're down there and they're fighting for their lives. So totally get it. It's a big point for them. From our point of view, then it's really important you dictate the tempo and stuff, and in parts we did. We started the game ever so well, scored a great goal through Devontae, and then at that point you think, well, we could go and score 2 or 3 here, and then we concede the goal, and like anything, when them goals are conceded, it gives them something to hang on to, it changes the tempo of the game, and you could see it was hard for us then, second half, when you're putting balls in their box, trying to get in behind them. It's really difficult when they go that deep, and it's a good point for them. For us, look, you've got to take the positives. I think that's like 7 unbeaten or whatever, which is not easy to do at this level.
Sure.
You're not going to win every game as much as we would like to, but then I'm sure if you'd have kind of said, would you have took a win at home today and a point away at Dulwich last week, you probably would have taken it. But on the flip side of that, when you're at home in front of your own crowd, you want to get the win. But we haven't lost anything in the league. Obviously, a win would have took us a couple of points within the playoffs, but we're still in a great position. And we just got to move on.
Sure, and obviously 2 games a week now coming up, isn't it, for the next few weeks? I think one thing and another, the Kent Senior Cup, a big game on Monday against Chelsea.
Yeah, look, really difficult game. Chelsea are used to the Monday nights. For us, it's a new thing, but we just got to assess everyone. I'm concerned about Devontae with his ankles. Fingers crossed that's the most important thing today for me. Forget the points. It's important that he's okay, because he's a great lad and been a good player for us. Was good today, so fingers crossed he's okay. But we've got now a day to just sort of get where everyone's at, prepare for it. We know it'll be a tough evening, but and Chelsea are having a good season. But it's one we go there in good spirits. As I said, we're 7 if you include the Kent Cup, 8 unbeaten. So it's we're not in a bad place. It just feels like a bit of a defeat today, because I think when you have as much possession as we did, as many chances like Jordan's header against the crossbar, Devontae's, the keeper's made ever save, tip it on a bar, great save from Faggy at the end. You kind of look back and you go, actually we could have on another day scored 4 or 5, and we have done that this season against teams when they've come here. We've been very clinical, but you've got to give them credit. They stuck in there and have come away with a point.
Sure. And talking about Devontae, now first of all, I mean, the sequence of events, there seemed to be a big claim for a penalty. I don't know what you thought of it.
I thought it was a penalty. From where I was, it looked like a penalty. Devontae's adamant it's a penalty. I don't go into much on the refs. It's not my thing. I thought he struggled a little bit today. I think you only have to look at first half. He stops the game when we're on attack for their player going down with an ankle injury. Devontae goes down and he allows play to go on, and at that point we're down to 10 men. If they score and win the game, and I just said to the ref, it's just consistency. But I thought he struggled with the tempo of the game today, and didn't really have control of it. But for me that's a penalty. Again, I don't know, look at it again. If I'm wrong, but it did look like that from.
And then Devontae gets up, struggles for a little while, and then goes down again. The referee doesn't stop the game at that point, and actually they had a really good chance. The ball landed on the roof of the net.
That's what I'm saying. But first half, the exact same thing happened first half, and he stops it. And the laws of the game, unless it's a head injury, I believe it shouldn't have been stopped. The lads then got up and played on. And second half, he doesn't do that. And I can't get my head around that. I spoke to the lines. There's a few decisions, and the sort of ref. There was a couple of times we actually broke as well. And he didn't play advantage. He called it back, and then afterwards he's apologising. It's like sort of looking over, going, "Okay, I messed up on that one." But it's no real benefit to us. But look, I'm not big on moaning at refs. They've got a tough job. I wouldn't like to do it. But yeah, I thought with the pace of the game, maybe he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Well, good luck on Monday. It will be a tough game, I'm sure. It always is up there. But we have won on a Monday there before, so it has happened. So we need to go with confidence.
Lovely. Cheers, Jim.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, mate.